Well, hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of Applecraft. I wanted to start today's episode with a little bit of follow-up from last episode. Look guys, I added an actual proper roof to Punch Tower. It's just a bit of a flat roof, slanted, that's made of basalt, but I really like it. I feel like the front of this building now is actually nice and complete. And I say the front, not the outside, because, the sides and the back, they could still use a little work. But the front is finished, and that is the part that everyone's going to be seeing for now. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that. But guys, here we are in community storage, right? This is where most of our stuff is stored. But the thing is, we're kind of running out of storage space in here, and it's not automatically sorted. We have to manually put all our stuff in our chests in here, and that's no fun. So I've been wanting to make an automated sorting system for community storage for a really long time. But when they announced that the LA was going to be added, I'm like, oh, we should wait around for that. And with 1.19 being right around the corner, it might even be out by the time this video is published, I figure it's time to finally start working on it. But we have a bit of a problem. There are around about 1,000 items and blocks in this game, quite a few, and if we want to sort all of those, which I do, we're gonna need like 5,000 hoppers, and that means we're gonna need a lot of iron. Do you know how much iron that would be? 5,000 hoppers? It's like 44 stacks of iron blocks. Are you kidding me? I did not realize just how iron intensive this storage system I want to build would. And we do have an iron farm, but it's just this piddly little thing. It would take days for this thing right here to produce 44 stacks of iron blocks. I mean, it barely, I think it only like produces 1 stack of diamond blocks per hour. So we need to upgrade this thing. And I think that is what I want to start focusing on in this episode. So this design right here is actually pretty simple, and I think we could modify it to fit our purposes for a larger iron production. There are really only a few conditions required here to make this iron farm work. First of all, you've got to have at least 3 villagers, all of which are terrified, which is why we've got 3 villagers and a zombie. And obviously you have to have some space for the iron golem to spawn up on top. But then the next criteria that's really important that we need to consider is that none of these villagers can have detected an iron golem within the last 30 seconds. So my idea is just to take a modified version of this and make several of these and like have a giant tower. So we need to make sure that the iron golems never come close to any of the villagers that aren't like on the platform right above them. I think the villagers can detect an iron golem up to like 16 blocks away, so we'll need to make sure that all of these modules here are 16 blocks spaced out. So this is going to be a pretty big thing. So we're going to start by building these out of stone brick, because we're going to need a lot of blocks here, and we have plenty of stone. I don't want to have to go out collecting more blocks just for building this thing. So we have our little chambers here for our villagers and our zombie. And then we're gonna need a whole bunch of packed ice, which luckily I have a fair amount already in storage. And that's because of another project that I worked on during the break off camera, which I'll show you guys at some point. But right now the important thing is we've already got some packed ice. And now after using just about all of the packed ice that I had, this is what we've got. So we've got the little chambers over here in each section, and then the iron golems will spawn and be washed down by water right down into this center area where we'll kill them. And so we've got these platforms being so long, that way the iron golems are at least 16 blocks away from all of the other villager stations. That way we don't have them interfering with each other. And another spawning condition I forgot to mention is that the villagers have to have slept within like 20 or 30 minutes or something like that. So we need to make sure these villagers have some beds, that way they can have a good night's sleep while they're being panicked by the zombie. These poor villagers. Yeah, and now comes the fun part. I say fun in air quotes. Not my punch here, that's me doing air quotes. It's time to move in some villagers and some zombies. And this is why we have rails coming out of our villager breeder. That way we can more easily move them. Oh, hey, look! It's our dog over here. Yeah, a couple episodes ago, which was like, 4 months ago now, we found the dog, and I asked what we should name him, but we never did anything with him after that. So I was thinking for a name, because all of my pets' names, they have to have some reason behind them. Like, I don't just give my pets random names. I was thinking, I found them while we were over here, building this wall right here. And so what if we called him Walter? Or Wally? Yeah, Wally. Yeah, there you go. You're Wally now. Come on, Wally, you can move villagers with us. It'll be fun. So we've really just gotta make a rail line going all the way from the villager breeder all the way over to the iron farm. We're gonna be going through the nether, because that'll be a lot shorter that way, although getting villagers through portals can be a bit of a pain. It'll be fine. Okay, moving villagers might not always be fun, but making that last little bit of the video, that was fun. I really like how that turned out. But now, before we put in the zombies, we need to actually make the rest of the farm functional, because as soon as we put zombies in here, iron golems are going to start spawning, and we're not quite ready for that yet. So we need to have some storage, of course. And now I had more that I said to you while I was building the rest of the storage here, but my computer ran out of storage space and I lost the recording. Oh well, it wasn't that important. Now we just drop in the lava. Actually, Wally, why don't we... a cat spawned up here. Hey, Wally, I have something for you to chase. Yeah, Wally, come on this way. We're gonna get you down from here before we finish putting in all the lava. I don't want to have your funeral on the day that I named you, Wally. That would be bad. Ooh, that one spot in the center. It doesn't have any lava there. I can't tell if that one spot of lava is like satisfying or dissatisfying, because like there's a missing piece of lava, but it is in the perfect center. I'm gonna go get more lava though. That is kind of annoying. Oh my goodness! Oh no, my elytra broke. That was terrifying. Luckily, I was not high up in the sky. I ran out of lava at the ruined portal there right next to the iron farm, so I was just coming out to look for some more. And then I fell out of the sky. Hang on. Is that a tree without leaves I see? There's gotta be lava there then, right? Okay, apparently not. Oh, I think a long time ago, whenever we were building Mushville, I needed some dark oak leaves, but I didn't feel like going and growing my own trees, so I just flew out somewhere and grabbed some leaves off of trees. This must be one of those spots. But I think that does mean Mushville is nearby. Yeah, look, there's Town Hall. It's Mushville. We walked from the Iron Barn to Mushville. How often do we walk between our places instead of using the Nether? And if I'm not mistaken, there is some lava up here. Hey, there we go. We'll make a quick stop at our Ender. Okay, and now we can place down our one bucket of lava. There we go. The hole is filled now. That's gotta be the longest it's ever taken me to get a single bucket of lava. Okay, one last thing we need to do before we get the zombies and put them in is make sure that the ice is the only place that the iron golems can spawn, which means slamming up the place here. Alrighty, I think it's time for the zombies. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to cover up the villagers. I don't want to accidentally drop a zombie into a villager pit. That would be a disaster. Okay, we've got our zombies in now. But as a note to my future self and also just anyone else building an iron farm, I would recommend putting the zombie in first and the villagers in second. Because as you saw, I was having to defend these zombies from these iron golems that started spawning after I got some of the zombies into their cages. The iron golems thought they were helping, but they really weren't. Okay, big guy. Get out of there, or suffer the consequences. Very well. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Iron golems are actually a lot stronger than you would think. At least than I always thought. Now, add ourselves in some nice water features. And just like that, we should have a functioning iron farm that I think should be 4 times faster than our old one. Okay, well, once again, this has not gone as smoothly as I had hoped. There are a couple problems that I found here. The first one is just that iron golems were getting stuck on the full blocks that we had here on the edges. Their hitbox is a little bit bigger than a full block, so if they spawned like right here on this edge, their hitbox would be intersecting with the blocks that were here, and so they would just get stuck. Now I realize why that original farm design down there had walls instead of solid blocks. So I went and switched out all of the walls, but then I noticed that iron golems aren't spawning on this platform or over here. Well, do you know why that is? Look, guys. I forgot to light up the villager pins, and a zombie spawned in here. So he converted one of our villagers. So, yeah, I'm gonna go around and light things up, and will this villager despawn? I don't know if this villager is gonna despawn. At the very least, let's get you out of here. Oh my goodness, guys. I was hoping that we would just be able to go and build our nice little storage room and we would have lots of iron. That has not occurred. Ooh. I think the same thing happened over here, but it looks like that villager already despawned. So we're going to have to get another villager up here. You know, we could probably just steal one of those villagers from down there because I was planning on tearing that farm down. Alright, well, after many struggles, we finally have a functioning iron farm. Yes, this is the storage room here, as you can probably tell. Do you like it? I was looking at the shape of our whole iron farm here, you know? It's got the shape of like the 4 branches coming out of the center, like a cross shape. And it reminded me of a building from Star Wars. In the Clone Wars animated series on Mandalore, you see a couple times a prison that they have there. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So that is the inspiration for this build here. And we will definitely be adding more layers onto this place. Because right now, we get a substantial amount of iron. We get about 2 stacks of iron blocks, I think, per hour. And that's a good start. But it's not enough. We need dozens and dozens of stacks of iron blocks. And also, all the poppies, how often do we need poppies? We don't need poppies that often. Like, we have a whole double chest over there already full of poppies. So I'm just having all the poppies go into here and become bone meal. Because bone meal is actually useful. So yeah, like I said, we need to expand our iron farm, add some more layers, but this project has dragged on long enough for now. Let's go do something else. Well, I said 1.19 might be out by the time this video comes out, and I was right. This video is taking a lot longer to make than I thought it would. But yeah, 1.19, it's out now, and so I thought that we should go off and do some exploring. Whoa! Hey, look! This is where the gold farm is, in the nether. I had this portal set up temporarily. There are a few pigmen here. So there are several things we want to get on this journey. We want to get the new mangrove wood, because that's a nice looking wood. New woods are always exciting. We want to get some frogs, because who wouldn't love some nice little frogs? And we also, of course, want to get a laze, because that's the whole reason we're building the iron farm. We want to build ourselves a storage system. So a laze, they spawn in pillager outposts and woodland mansions. So we need to be on the lookout for those. Although I think I've only found like 2 pillager outposts just naturally in my entire time playing this game, so we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, and we'll want to go explore the deep dark at some point, but I think we're going to save that for another episode. I just want to do some quick exploring here to finish off this episode. Huh, this is a really large beach. Yeah, it's called Minecraft Beach. I don't think I've seen one of these nice beaches since 1.18. I really don't get out much, guys. I don't do much exploring. Is that a swamp? I see a swamp. It's just a regular swamp though, isn't it? It's not a mangrove swamp. Yeah. I mean, regular swamps are nice, but we need ourselves a mangrove swamp. Look, we've even already found ourselves a warm ocean. Maybe mangrove swamps are kind of rare. And by the way, I still love, after all these years, the warm oceans. Like, look at this coral reef. This is beautiful. Another mega taiga. I thought these were supposed to be rare. Man, I don't know what it is about this spot right here, but this just really feels like old terrain generation. Like, you know, back in alpha and beta, that type of terrain generation. Like, look at this feel. This feels so nostalgic. I'm taking a screenshot. You know? Let's turn off smooth lighting. Yeah, now that's giving nostalgic feelings. Holy cow, don't tell me. Have I literally found an ice plane spikes before we found, like... This is one of the rarest biomes in the game, isn't it? Got ourselves another village. I don't suppose you guys know of a nearby pillager outpost, do you? Or mangrove swamp? Hello? Oh, there's someone. Hello! Alright, not very friendly, are ya? Sir? You kinda picked a bad place to build your house. Sir, are you aware that I don't know where he went. I'm sure he knows. There you are. Yeah, this isn't really the best place for a house, sir. Why have you built it here? Do you have anything valuable? You do not. And our third regular old swamp. I am at 1.19, right? Yeah, it says we're at 1.19. Guys, look! We found one! Oh my goodness, it's a mangrove swamp! Oh, we've got the mud and the roots. The muddy roots. Oh my goodness, guys, I love this place. Oh yes, getting ourselves some mangrove wood. Maybe some propagills too? Did we get a propagill? We did! Woohoo! That took a lot longer than I expected, but we finally did find a mangrove swamp. You know, shouldn't there be frogs somewhere around here? Where do frogs spawn? Ooh, and look at this. Roots. I feel like that's gotta be an interesting block you could build with somehow. I don't know how we would use this, but this looks really cool. It's a frog. Look, it's a frog. Do you have a friend? Because what I was thinking is that what we really need to do to get some frogs is we need to breed some frogs here, and then we can go grab their tadpoles in a bucket and transport those. Because who wants to transport mobs 5,000 blocks away? Where is my ender chest? Yeah, so these frogs breed using slime balls. So if we take him and then find another frog friend, you are really slow, aren't you? Perfect. Here you guys are. Are you ready? Make tadpoles. Alrighty. Oh. Just need some water or something, or what are you doing? Are you laying eggs? You're going for the water. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, I love that sound. Listen to that. You know, I'm not sure if you can craft this mud or not, so I am going to grab a whole bunch of it here before we leave. Tadpoles! They hatched! Okay, guys, here we go. Before you grow up, we need to grab you. Haha! Bucket, bucket. I didn't know that was an advancement, but here we are. Perfect. Now we can make as many frogs as we want. Look, guys! It's an allay! Multiple allays. I thought you were supposed to be in cages. That would make it easier to get you. How do you just follow me? I don't know how this works. Can I? Oh, there, now you have an item. Okay, I'm assuming you're mine now. Would you guys go away? I'm trying to get an LA here. Oh, and now I have rabbits coming after me. Trying not to shoot the LA here. Yeah, we got some LAs, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I went and used an online tool to find where the pillager outposts are in our world here, because I felt like we already did enough exploring trying to find the Mangrove Swamp. I just want to get some allays now. Here you go, guy. Come on with me. Alrighty, we have made it back from what I would say was a very productive exploration trip. I've got our allays here in the schoolroom because I don't really know where else to put them for now. But this place has an iron door, so they shouldn't get out of here. My connection isn't very good at the moment, as you can... Oh my goodness. And then I was re-watching the clip of us exploring, and I asked the question, what could we use the mangrove roots for? And I thought of something. It's probably really obvious to some people, but you could use them on trees to look like dead leaves. I kinda like it. Whenever we eventually decorate around our dye factory, I think I might actually use this. But yeah, I think that's about all that I have for you guys today. We're one step closer to getting a full-fledged, automatically sorted storage room. It'll be exciting when we finally have that working. You know, I said one step, we're 2 steps closer. We got the iron farm and the LA. I'm excited for it. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.